Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David, and that's Elle. Let me turn up the brightness so you can see her a little bit better. Doink. Meow, meow, meow. And Nico's down here ready to jump up on the reading table. All right, so I just recorded a video that I wasn't going to record. I didn't want to read on Trump's address to Congress, but I ended up reading on it anyway, so there you go. The other thing that I was talking about was that there's news out there saying Trump may... there's Nico. He's feeling a little bit left out in the world these days. Trump is... yeah, I'll bite you. Trump is... You're really throwing me off my game here. Trump is... There's rumors going around that Trump may take off the 25% tariffs that he just absolutely instituted against Mexico and Canada. I think this is market manipulation myself, probably on the crypto market. I think people are pumping and dumping and making money based on Trump just, grandstanding and doing things like that. The other news is that there's reporting that Zelensky has said that the meeting in the White House on Friday was unfortunate. He's ready to try negotiating the minerals deal with the U.S. Trump's Commerce Secretary, I believe it was saying that deal could happen tonight. Trump may announce it during his joint sessions with Congress, that address. We'll see if that happens. But the thing is, I read a quote on it, that official, that secretary basically said, I talked with officials from Canada and Mexico, and they said they'll do better. Nobody talks like that. You know who talks like that? Donald Trump talks like that. That sounds exactly like something Donald Trump would say, and that's exactly something Donald Trump would tell that secretary to tell people. Just tell them they'll do better. And then, Trump gets his win or something like that. I don't know. I think it's just all, to me, it's all about market manipulation. It simplifies things. He does it to cause the market to freak out. Crypto goes crashing down. You buy a bunch of crypto and say, haha, just kidding. We're not doing any of this stuff. Crypto bounces back up because everybody's excited there's not going to be tariffs and there's lots of money for everyone. And then you've made a bunch of money. You sold it when it was high, announced it, it crashes, you buy in the dip, and then you put it right back where it was again. You've churned some cash. That makes sense. That sounds like something Trump would do. Yes, it does. Okay, had to pause just to get him off the table so I can actually do some spreads here. You got both your cat fixes. All right, so let's take a look real quick. And he's back. He woke up from his nap. He's been fed, and now he needs loving. And I can't really use him as a table for a 7-card spread. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can hold him in my lap and do this so I can get my table. So let's take a look at the tariffs. There's hot rumors going around that they might get rid of the tariffs. I want to look at the tariff energy. Is this really just a pump and dump to make money off the stock market or the crypto market? Okay, this will be for entertainment purposes only. Do not make financial decisions based on the insane ramblings of random dudes on the internet throwing tarot cards. Okay, foundation of the reading is the Ten of Swords. Remember, in the first administration, Trump manipulated markets like crazy, and he's doing the same thing here. He's trying to bring something to an end, kill something by 1,000 blows, and it's done quickly. The energy around like the tariffs is that it's like stabbing your friends in the back, but it's not close friends. It's just like a murder, overkill, and it's being done quickly. Lots of things are being brought down quickly here, and there's that urgency. There's an urgency to this. Like, it's reckless for sure. Everything's being done so quickly. It's almost like you have to do this quickly or else the market can predict it and build it in. You've got to keep the market off balance so that the swings are severe. I do think it's a pump and dump type thing. In the past, you got the Six of Cups here. The market is built on trust and... Stop. The market's built on trust. There's just a way of doing it. There's a historic way of doing it. And folks play by the rules. Well, so to speak. Current situation, 6 coins. This is the oligarchs. This is just, this is money. This is just to make money. It's trying to get people who are invested for a long time. They're kind of gullible. They don't want to change. Because investing is supposed to be a long-term thing. It's not a full contact sport. But when you want to make a lot of money, you got to screw some people out of money in order to do that. Overarching energy is the 4 coins. It's greed. This is all being done out of pure greed. The lesson to be learned is the 10 of Cups. It's funny. People will be celebrating what's going on with this. And it's one of those things that if you threaten the 25% tariffs and you put them in place, then you take them off, you expect people to cheer and say, hooray, there's no 25% tariffs. But the whole time, it's been a pump and dump for people's personal financial gains. Outcome, 2 of Cups, agreements. Asking around the energy of tariffs, I could see where tariffs are coming to an end really quickly. Like, come on, we've been friends here. We don't need to have tariffs. It's going to kill the trade. You're going to bust your economy down. It'd be so much better if we didn't do it. Let's come to an agreement. I do think he's going to take these tariffs down. I'll do a little four-carder to confirm that. But remember, Trump renegotiated NAFTA the first time around because it was such a lousy deal. It was terrible. Worst deal ever. So he renegotiated NAFTA, which was basically the same deal with like maybe some dairy contracts or something. It was a little bit different. Put a T on it and called it the best deal ever. And now he's saying that we're being taken advantage of by Mexico and Canada. Well, genius. Who put together the last deal? Why, that would be you. But, Trump take responsibility for something he did? You kidding me? That's not part of who he is as a person. If that was called out, he would blame negotiators. He would blame Biden. He would blame Obama and stuff like that. But he would never own it because that's not his style. Okay, so will Trump very soon announce that the tariffs are going away? Is that what that agreement was about? The Sun card, that would be a positive kind of yes kind of card here. Let's see, Strength card, King of Cups. That's not my Zelensky card here. Things going overseas, backroom deals. Positive news about Zelensky. Actually, I think it may not be the tariffs that go away. This is, and I was going to read on this next. I think he's going to make some announcement about Zelensky. I think he strong-armed Zelensky into agreeing to give them mineral rights. There's been backroom dealings going on here. Gary and I, when we did our reading, we saw that there wouldn't be a deal, but there'd be ongoing negotiations. I think the ongoing negotiations are happening. I think there's been a breakthrough with it. So I would not be surprised, as I record this is now 6:15 on March 4th. I would not be surprised if there is an announcement that Trump and company have made a deal with Zelensky in Ukraine on the minerals. Now, Britain and Germany, or France and Germany, I think, have offered to put peacekeeping troops in place. Russia doesn't want that. But there's been a push by the European nations to put peacekeeping troops there. The U.S. is going to get minerals. There'll be peace, and there'll be peacekeeping troops in there. Putin doesn't want that because then you can't attack the peacekeeping troops. That won't exactly advance him towards his goal of reconstituting the USSR. Trump could claim a victory in that he forced the EU to finally step up and take care of EU matters, show some leadership, save the US money, and then try and lobby for his Nobel Peace Prize. That sort of thing. This goes back to the reading from the other night where it basically said he's having a hissy fit because he didn't get his Nobel Peace Prize. So if Zelensky dangles that mineral deal and stuff like that, and the European Union steps up with troops, Trump may just try and he may accept it because he wants that Nobel Peace Prize. And so that's his motivation. That's his gold star. Do I want to throw in that? Let me pause for just a second. Sorry, it's just 2 minutes of me going tariffs, Nobel Peace Prize, market manipulation. I'm kind of trying to figure out what to read next. I'm already forgetting what I've read on. That happens when I kind of get in the zone here. The cat's not helping. Anyways, I didn't get the answer. Will he suspend the tariffs very soon? Backroom dealing, negotiations going on. Page of Swords. They're kind of new. It's starting. Queen of Pentacles, Homeland Security, or just money. Money issues going on. There's strong feelings about it. The oligarchs may have something they want to talk to Donald Trump about this for. Are they trying to have the economy go dark so that they can buy things, pennies on the dollar? Will the tariffs go in? I think the tariffs are staying in place for now, but there's going to be talks about this, about goods and things along those lines. He doesn't know what he's doing. That's the thing. It's hard to have negotiations, adult negotiations, when one of the negotiators is a 3-year-old terrorist with no logic skills. How do you find a common ground? He just works off of anger and he works off emotion and non-intelligence. And pleading to him to take care of his farmers and stuff doesn't mean anything to him because he wants money. So you have to kind of negotiate. You have to negotiate not on empathy, but on his ego. Why he's demanding that apology from Zelensky, and he's going to probably demand an apology from Trudeau, and he's going to demand an apology from the president of Mexico, and I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. That only has been up recently. Let me look it up. Claudia Pardo, President Pardo. It's just this whole second presidency, his whole revenge tours, everybody has to apologize to him, tell him what a wonderful big boy he is and how he's so special. Or else he's going to pull out the 25% tariff stick and hit you with it. I don't think he's going to relieve the tariffs tonight. I do think there will be negotiations going forward with that, but you have to appeal to his ego in order for those to go anywhere. Is there crypto manipulation going on with the tariffs and part of Donald Trump's craziness in the White House? King of Pentacles, there's a whole lot of money to be made going on here. Wheel of Fortune, it's going to be ongoing. Ooh. Justice card. Maybe if, again, I was talking about crypto because you skirt the justice system if you're doing that. It's not regulated right now. You don't want to do it with stocks because stocks are regulated. The SEC may not have a lot of power or it may not enforce things, but at least there's something there. So he's trying to do it in such a way. He's playing on people's emotions and he's doing it in such a way to avoid justice. And he wants to make money, and he wants to continue making money. So I would expect that the threat of tariffs doesn't work unless you put tariffs in place. And if you hint that you're going to remove the tariffs, then the market's probably going to react positively. Especially if you leak things out for like a couple week period to get the market sort of pointed in that direction, like Trump's hinting that we're going to do this. Yeah. It looks like it's a couple weeks out. It looks like it's a week out. Probably the end of the week. Yeah, it's looking really good. He's going to announce it by the end of the week, and you can see, the crypto going up, and up because there's this expectation. You got to buy back in now because if you buy in too late, you'll buy at the peak and not in the valley. And then you get this peak up there, and he says, "No, I'm not doing it," and then it just drops again. So he's bought here. As he gets just before he announces he's not doing it, he sells, and then you announce you're not going to get rid of the tariffs. Then this thing drops back down again. I think it's manipulation. Of course, this is for entertainment purposes only, so it doesn't matter what I think, right? I'm just some random dude. All right, so we've looked at tariffs and crypto. We've looked at Ukraine. Will Donald Trump I know the Nobel Peace Prize is his main motivator for this. How will Putin react if he cuts a mineral deal with Ukraine? How will Putin react? Is this what Putin wants, basically? 7 of Wands. Let's see. Defending 7 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. The Sun card. And the Death card. Is it what he wants? Is it a secrets in getting away with things? It could be. It could be part of an ongoing plan for Putin. It will, by getting peacekeepers in, he'll probably be allowed to keep everything he's taken so far. And it helps him save face. But the mineral deal doesn't include U.S. protections. If the U.S. gets the mineral deal, maybe, okay. If the U.S. gets a mineral deal, then there might be some negotiations that go on with the U.S. There's going to be something going on. There's underhandedness going on here. And because I'm not an underhanded person, it's hard for me to figure out what the underhandedness here is. Okay, so this is fighting from advantage, having things going your way, and bringing an end to something. This could be bringing an end to the fighting. But one team, I guess you could say Ukraine has the advantage because they have the advanced weaponry. Russia's throwing bodies at it, but they're running out of money and they're running out of bodies. So it's like you need a pause. A pause to regroup. Then Russia can sneak off and do things while Ukraine's celebrating. It's almost like there's going to be a ceasefire, but the ceasefire, there's going to be something like, no fighting, no regrouping, but Russia's going to regroup anyways. And it'll be exposed, but because, the United States is the biggest gorilla in the room, nothing will happen because Trump is Putin's puppet. It would be something like that. It could be that Putin's trying to buy time. And by buying time, it means that if there's a ceasefire, it means that Ukraine's not launching drone strikes onto oil refineries in Russia, which allows Russia time to rebuild those and get its infrastructure going so it can generate oil or process oil and sell that so that they can build up funds. It'll allow Russia to rebuild tanks and armored vehicles and get their missiles back up and running again and produce more drones so that when they decide they don't want to stay in that ceasefire anymore, they've resupplied all their troops. Because right now I think their supply lines are kind of in shambles. The Ukrainians are doing a good job with disrupting things, and Russia needs to reload. And I think if there is a ceasefire, Russia will absolutely be reloading. They're not going to abide by any rules of a ceasefire other than maybe not shooting weapons. But usually with the ceasefire, it's like, yeah, no digging in, no resupplying, none of that. They're going to ignore that. But the spy agencies will know that they're doing that. But here's the thing. Nobody in the United States, currently in our government, is going to do diddly squat about that. Why did I sign up for this timeline again? Oh, that's right. I didn't. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. At least I got a cat. Yeah. Yeah. Show everybody what a pretty kitty you are. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. It's brought to you by cats. I hope you found this reading insightful, entertaining. There's a cat. It's got to be entertaining. What could be more entertaining than a cat? And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.